Urban Legend Will Evans, you know what it is, bro? Let's talk about it. Hip-hop legend N.O.R.E. from Capone and Noriega from Drink Champ Podcast, he got on his platform and made one of the worst takes I've ever heard in my life about the Kendrick Lamar and Drake situation. I'm going to show you guys what N.O.R.E. had to say. I don't know where N.O.R.E. came from with this take. If he just woke up and said, you know what, I think this is going to happen. I don't know what he got his information from on this one, but I'm going to show you guys what he said. He said, I predict Kendrick and Drake squash it and eventually make one of the greatest hip hop records of all time. N.O.R.E., I don't know what you smoking, bro. I don't know what you drinking, but put it down before you start picking up your phone and tweeting, bro. This is a crazy tweet. I don't know what N.O.R.E. talking about. I love N.O.R.E. energy. I love that he's a peacemaker in hip hop. You know, I love that he's always trying to bring people together, and I love that about N.O.R.E. I really do. But what are you talking about, N.O.R.E., on this one? Kendrick and Drake will never squash this issue. And I'm going to tell you why, man. One, it requires Drake to humble himself. I can't see that happening in any world, bro, that Drake humbles himself for Kendrick Lamar after everything that was done and said. Kendrick has not just beat Drake in a battle, he humiliated him. You know, little kids are calling Drake a pedophile. You know, you got people pulling up all old Drake videos and exposing Drake and harassing him with this, vandalizing his stores, doing different things like that. I can't see in any world that Drake humbles himself, puts his ego down, and says, you know what, despite what was done to me, I'm just going to be cool with you and make a song with you. I just can't see it, bro. And I don't think it's good for either one of their brands. This will also require Kendrick Lamar overlooking that Drake talked about his children, that Drake talked about his wife, that Drake talked about his family, that Drake, you know, went that far. And I don't see Kendrick as a man morally overlooking that. I also don't see Kendrick overlooking the fact that he feels Drake is a pedophile or child lover, you know. And if that's the case, Kendrick, I believe Kendrick spiritually and morally will not overlook that and make a song with Drake. They only had one song, two songs together before, Buried Alive on Take Care, and they had Poetic Justice on Kendrick's album Good Kid, Mad City. I don't see the need for them to even make another song together. They're two great artists individually. They put out classics individually. They have a great catalog individually. I don't see a need for them to come together and make no song, but I also don't see a world where they'll ever be cool again. Not Like Us is one of them songs like Hit 'Em Up, No Vaseline, that it's just the things that are said in there are so harsh and so disrespectful. I don't see nobody coming back and saying, you know what, let's just be friends. I don't see it, bro. I can't see that. Not Like Us actually went #1 again today. It returned to the #1 spot on the Billboard Hot 100 charts. So obviously people are still listening to it. People are walking around screaming A minor. People are walking around screaming certified lover boy, certified pedophile. This has hurt business for Drake. Drake has lost millions of dollars. He actually had a Nike deal, and I reported on this in the past, and I'll show you guys the video in a second, where, you know, Drake, he didn't lose the Nike deal, but it hurt his Nike deal rolling out, you know, his merch with Nike because this beef was going on at the same time. I have the report right here for you guys. It says Drake dropping new Nike sneakers amid Kendrick Lamar beef. Now, it was the Nike Nocta Hot Step 2 white colorway that was scheduled to be released May 9th. Online shoppers would have been able to purchase this for $200 on the Nike website. The article says since Drake and Nike launched Nocta in 2022, the two collaborative partners have proved formidable. Athletes and fans have been treated to a wide range of sneakers, apparel designed for life's biggest moments. Now it's being reported that nobody is buying Drake's new Nike shoe after his beef with Kendrick Lamar. It says when you're as big a star as Drake has been for the last decade plus, getting into rap beef come with a ton of risk. Many people and brands have invested millions of dollars into Drake's talent and career. That's not just the case on the music side. Brands like Nike have endorsed the Toronto pop star through the years. Right now, that endorsement isn't looking so good. Kendrick Lamar has seemingly done the impossible and turned the public against Drake, leading to more than 1 million dislikes on his latest response record, The Heart Part 6. The God's Plan rapper has creative ownership under the Nocta deal, that's the Nike deal, and has deep involvement in the project, ensuring that it truly represents his vision and artistic integrity. It says, while specific financial details of Drake's Nike deal have not been disclosed, it's considered a significant and lucrative collaboration, and some speculate that the deal is worth more than an estimated $450 million. Now, those things are easier to overlook than the public humiliation. The business things sometimes are easier to overlook because you know, as a hip hop artist, when you get into these type of situations, you could potentially lose and lose business if something goes the wrong way. I think it's hard to overlook money things, but it's damn near impossible to overlook personal shots like you calling me a child lover, or me talking about your wife and kids, or, you know, those things are impossible to overlook. Kendrick has boosted, you know, the sales and the business for I think 3 different businesses, restaurants and stuff like that throughout this beef. But Drake has lost business. You know, Drake has been hurt by these allegations, man. So I don't see a world where these two squash it. And if I was Drake or Kendrick, I don't think I would squash it just from a branding and marketing perspective. I think from a marketing perspective, if Kendrick squashed it and did a song with Drake, it would kind of negate everything that he did with this song. This battle put Kendrick in another tier of hip hop artists, another tier of icons, another tier of greats. And I think if he squashed it and, you know, made peace with Drake, it would look like everything he said was a lie. It would look like he don't stand on a certain level of morals. It would look like he's cool with a child lover. It would look like he's cool with somebody talking about his wife and kids. I just can't see that happening. And this is not the only thing that's going on. You know, Drake has continued to take little subtle shots at Kendrick Lamar, saying goats don't worry about one-trick ponies on Instagram and things like that. You know, new merch line rolls out. Drake uses a model that resembles Kendrick's wife, puts her in a wife beater, you know, a tank top, and puts it on his website as a merch model. You know, I just think there's too many subtle shots going back and forth still for this to even be feasible at this time. But even in the distant future, I can't see a world where these two are going to actually squash it, piece it up, and say, you know what? Let's be friends. It's just not going to happen, man. I think Drake is too arrogant. I think Kendrick's morals are too strong. And I don't think Kendrick would ever go back and undo what he did. He's been waiting 12 years, 10, 12 years to have this battle, you know, and Drake has been throwing shots and Kendrick has been throwing shots at him subtly and behind the scenes for the last decade or so. So why would you wait after a decade of throwing shots at each other and we finally get to put the gloves on and get in the ring, and then I'm Kendrick and I knock you out and I'm stomping you out, and then just to say, you know what, one day I'm going to be cool with you. It ain't going to happen, bro. So I appreciate N.O.R.E. though for his wishful thinking and wanting to be a peacemaker in these type of situations. We know N.O.R.E. has squashed a lot of different issues with different artists back in the past. And, you know, we've seen artists that we never thought would piece it up be cool again. But this situation now, it's escalated so far. The only thing that really is left that could, to let this thing go further, is it going into the streets, which we hope does not happen. We don't want to see nothing happen in the street to Drake or Kendrick Lamar. So that's the only next level that it could go to. Outside of that, it's reached the ultimate level of disrespect. And I can't see these two overlooking that now or anywhere in the future at this age, because they're not 25, they're not 23. They're both almost 40 years old. They know exactly what they were saying. They know exactly what they were doing. And, you know, they don't really like each other. And I think Kendrick genuinely don't like Drake. You saw the lines, bro. We all saw the lines. I hate the way you talk. I hate the way you dress. I hate the way you do this. I hate the way you do that. I'm the biggest hater, you know, whatever it is. And I just don't see, I don't see this happening. But wishful thinking, I understand. So I salute N.O.R.E. for that, man. Urban Legend with Evans, you know what it is. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, bro. And I'll see you guys on the next topic. I'm out of here.